It's the Houston.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in Foxborough. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And now the Patriots are going to line up to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for him, a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. To get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1st and 10. It's he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, try to make sure we've got the right numbers on the players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 74 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And Jones gets in for a Patriots touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Dancing to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down. After the sack on first down, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston set to take over. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the shotgun and give to Burkhead. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Jones on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for New England. .66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jones will sneak it. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Mac Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mills. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that. It's a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are pouring it on. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense taking over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 9, Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Gardner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Mills. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Patriots. Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Pats extend their lead yet again. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Jones on first down. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Patriots just continue to roll. Folk connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Texans football to start quarter 2. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. On the return is Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off play action. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing we're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys definitely hoping for a better shot. Appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The solid stiff arm. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Holding defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. That pick six just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 27. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the... And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. Touchdown! Devontae Parker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 29, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. Skirts by him at the 35. nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over. We'll get another.